Hi friends, let's do some fall decor using my owl craft kits from my Etsy shop. So here are all the pieces that come with the kit, and I'm just moving the wings around showing you how you could glue them in different positions, and then it has a little base so it will stand up. So we're going to take the wings and use them like so today. Just like that. So first thing I'm going to do is use some Waverly antique wax and cover all the pieces. Once I have them covered, I'm going to take a dry paper towel and wipe them off so the wood is stained like this. And I'm showing you in the middle of the eyes, I didn't get it really good because we're going to use this Waverly chalk paint in the color of Cashew on the eyes, so we don't need to make sure that it's completely covered. So I'm going to put his little face on here and just kind of mark with some paint where I want his body to be painted. So first of all, before we do that though, I'm going to take this Waverly Cashew color and I'm going to make some circles staying about 1/4 to 1/2 inch away from the edges on his eyes, and using the same paints to do his beak as well. Once I have that done, we'll go back to his body and we're going to cover the whole front. I didn't do the sides, just on the front of his body with that same Cashew color. So once I have that done, we're gonna do something a little different here. I'm gonna take this cap. This is just a cap off of a regular old water bottle, and I put some antique wax out and I dipped half of the cap into the antique wax and then use it as a stamp on the body of the owl. And I'm glad this happened right here because you can see if you mess up how easy it is to take off. But you don't want to touch it while it's wet or it will smear. It is wax. It's made to put on and take off. But anyway, you could use paint to do this as well, but I kind of liked the look of it, so it wasn't quite as dark as paint would have made it. Once I put it all on, you go straight down with a paper towel, pat it, and then straight up. Again, you do not want to wipe. And then you want to make sure it is dry before you move on. So I'm going to go ahead now and put his little face on. So I'm using some Titebond glue and some hot glue and centering his face where I want it. And then these two little round pieces, which also come with the kit, I just painted them with regular black acrylic paint and attaching those with some hot glue. Isn't it cute already? We're going to make him a little banner using some little fall leaves. You can find these at any craft store. This middle one is different from the outer ones. And I'm just using a thick needle to punch holes in the leaves. It was pretty easy to do, but I did use permanent marker on these leaves, and the outer leaves, it didn't want to spread and run, but it did on the middle leaf. So check your leaves with the marker before you do your project. I just used some jute to go in and out of those holes that I made. And now we're going to measure out where we want our banner and how we want our wings to be on our owl. Once I got that done, then I use a Titebond glue again. That's what you see white on the wings. And then I'm going around that with some hot glue. And I just took his body off so the wings would stay where they were, put the glue, and then set it back on again. Once he's dry, then we can go ahead and attach the banner. So I just laid it across his body, flipped him over, and just used hot glue on the back for the jute. And then I put him on the base, again with Titebond glue and hot glue. And I left about a good 1/2 inch from the back. You could center him on his feet, but I pushed him a little towards the back because we're going to put this little pumpkin and some other things at the base here. So I wanted to have some room for that. So this is some Excelsior and just Spanish moss. I kind of intertwined it and then just glued it on. Now we're going to glue on our little pumpkin. And you saw me painting the pumpkin. I just didn't like the color orange that it was, so I just used some acrylic paint and made it a different orange color. Little sunflower, and then I always keep my scraps of greens. So I'm going to go ahead and add, I thought it needed a little more green in there, so I'm going to add that as well. And here he is. Isn't he adorable? I hope you like him. I love him. I think he is so cute. All the supplies that I used for this craft are listed in the description of this video below, including a direct link to the Owl Craft Kit. If you haven't hit that subscribe button already, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the bell so you'll be notified the next time I upload a video. And you can also check out my website at ConniesCreationsLA.com. Thank you guys so much for watching, and happy fall, y'all.